Right, welcome, ladies and gentlemen. I did a video not too long ago titled Avengers Doomsday is Doomed. It's just talking about the nonsense going on the set, as well as, I don't know, bloody Nightcrawler actor telling everyone he doesn't know who he's acting against, and he's basically all performing on a green screen. And we've got some more information on a fight that broke out, as well as some sort of information about reshoots that they've already been and done as well. So I don't think this movie is going to be very successful. I stand by that. I do think ultimately that this movie will be the death knell, I think, for Marvel. And that's not to say they're going to go away or anything like that, but I don't think it's going to be wildly successful. And I think that's when people will realize that the superhero gig is up. So this is worthwhile covering. Because it shows that the Hollywood machine is kind of floundering really badly these days, especially with the reshoots, rumored reshoots, right? This is all rumored stuff. We don't know. But if it is true, then it's not good. You know, it's bad stuff. So Avengers Doomsday, rumored updates on heated set Confrontation, which we'll cover. And then Robert Downey Jr.'s Doom reshoots, which sound just bloody terrible. It just sounds dumb. Like, why did they even consider it as an option? Especially when they're paying the guy so much money. So as this article says, ever since whispers of some tension on the set of Avengers Doomsday began to circulate online, fans have been speculating about which cast members might be involved. Now, this is basically a near fight, which led to the actors throwing their toys out the pram and Marvel suggesting that they would make complete changes to the whole movie to allow these actors to shoot their scenes away from one another, because apparently they're all a bunch of pansies. I don't know. Who knows? So a lot of people know the names of the actors in question, but nobody wants to be the first to spill the tea, which makes sense. I'm sure they would probably get sued, so who knows? So John Rosher has shared some updates online. So he declined to mention any names, but he did say it's not Robert Downey Jr. and it's not Ryan Reynolds. He did provide some more information on what happened. But I also think, I mean, this is, John Rosher's like an effeminate douche, right? So his points are pathetic at best. His opinion is that of a feminine child, basically. You know, as it says here, it seems one actor said something that made the co-star very upset. It was a confrontation, and things did get pretty heated. And apparently Marvel and Disney got involved and offered to make some adjustments. But when they revealed how much it would cost for rewrites that would give this individual's character their own subplot, the person in question declined and both parties came together to make amends. So apparently the aggrieved party, John Rosher says, had every right to react the way they did, even though in a previous statement he said it was intended as a bit of a joke. It was lighthearted, and the individual took offense because they don't know each other massively well. So, you know, in good old British way, I would say grow the fuck up. And you're never going to get to know each other well unless you explore the potential boundaries at which your interaction can hold. So, no, I don't think you have the right to react in that way when you're being paid tens of millions of dollars. I think you should just shut the fuck up and get on with it, quite frankly. So Rosher also shared some more details on Robert Downey Jr. reshoots situation, which I think is hilarious. And this is the stuff which I think is just terrible. And again, like, I stand by it. I think this movie is doomed. I don't think it's going to do very well. Maybe it'll come out and make $10 billion, but I just cannot see it. I think it's palpable, the disinterest in comic book movies, specifically superhero ones. I think comic book movies will stand the test of time, but superhero ones need to take a break. So according to him, Marvel initially used a CGI mask for Doctor Doom. A CGI mask. And this is because Robert Downey Jr. put the costume on and it didn't feel good. Bearing in mind, Robert Downey Jr., a vegan tosspot. Yeah, look it up. He is absolute ridiculous child now. Robert Downey Jr. is being paid over $80 million, about $100 million for both movies, plus kickbacks. Robert, mate, Downey, mate, just put the fucking mask on, son. What are you doing? Just again, this is what I mean by actors needing to grow a pair and just grow up. What a bunch of pathetic children. So the actor didn't want to wear the suit, but then changed his mind later on when he felt that having a stand-in film Doom's scenes while he provided the dialogue simply wasn't working. Amazing. Absolutely amazing. And then this one's quite funny. Apparently Disney's Bob Iger wasn't a fan either. No, why did you let it happen? You're paying this guy over $100 million. What are you doing? What are you actually doing? And this is why they genuinely think that Robert Downey Jr. will save the day when it comes to Avengers Doomsday. So that led to reshoots with Robert Downey Jr. in the costume. And the source also mentions that Downey shadow directed and rewrote some of his own scenes. So this is a movie. This is a movie that is filming, bearing in mind, both films have already cost somewhere in the region of $200 million before cameras have even begun rolling, right? Because they paid the Russo brothers $80 million for both movies. And they paid Robert Downey Jr. well in excess of 80 million. So some people are speculating 100, right? So it's 180 million bare minimum. And you're filming it without a completed script. And you're allowing the lead to shadow direct and rewrite his own scenes. What are you doing? What are you actually doing? It's madness. It's actual madness. It's mental. Like, it's crazy. It's genuinely crazy. And again, the comments are not remotely flattering. They're paying this guy how much money and he couldn't be bothered to wear an uncomfortable suit? F off. Yep. So bad. Ridiculous. Marvel gives way too much power and control to their actors. Yep. Yeah, real bad. Real bad. Who knows? If this is true, this is bad. It's all rumor at this point in time. But if this is true, this is just god-awful stuff. Real bad. Real bad. So there you go. Let me know what you think down below. Thank you so much for watching. Take care. Bye-bye now.